Good morning, everybody. It's Kevin, and today is Friday, March the 5th, 2021, and I got some exciting things to share with you this morning. So, thank you for being with me and tuning in if you are live. If not, if you're on the rebroadcast, great. Good to see you. So, let's see. Let's get right to it. Yesterday, I spent a little bit of my afternoon with a really good, lovely friend and her husband. Well, they're both good friends, but obviously I've known my best friend longer. Anyway, and their delightful new daughter. That was just delightful. It was just, let's see, I got a sense of how new life, fresh life, uh, the new possibility, the new opportunity, everything. It's a bit like the carpet, the big, huge red carpet, gold carpet, the whole pathway is available and open. And everybody who feels stuck in something should, and I've always said this, I haven't said that because I've got friends that have got little ones, but everyone who seems stuck in some kind of, I don't know, ditch of rubbish and stuff should spend some time with either newborns or children, no matter what. There is a lightness and a joy and an innocence and all of those things that come with children. And it speaks to the inner child that's in all of us, that we all have that ability to be silly and have fun and enjoy instead of bogged down with things that I don't know we shouldn't be bogged down with. Anyway, so what's going to happen today on here is something new and different. As you know, I got my angel certification a couple of weeks ago. It's a self-guided course, but I wanted to learn a bit more, to understand a bit more, and deepen my understanding of it all. I've been wanting to do that for a little while, and when you're ready to receive information of any kind, in any genre, in anything that's serving your greater purpose, teachers, guides, information opens up. And why did I share that? Because I think a lot of folks have found themselves at a crossroads of what to do next. Nothing that we've done is the same. And so do you get stuck in the past of wanting it to be the same? Because you really can't. Yesterday is not a day that you're ever going to get back. So even though for me it was delightful, loving, kind, giving, caring, sharing, and all of the above, not to mention what beautiful weather, I don't get to repeat it because that was it. 4th of March, 2021, gone. And I can also look at that in a chronological way and say, I am right now as young as I'm ever going to be chronologically, because by tonight I'm going to be 12 hours older. All of that saying the power of right now, the power of being in the now, the power of letting it work for you is more pivotal than it's ever been. Yes. So if you've got fears of the past that get in the way of stopping you going forward, have a look at them, because a fear is not a fear once you've overcome it. All right, so listen, this is what happened last night when I got home. Boom, 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 boom. Chaka-laka-laka. All 3 of these decks of cards arrived. And I was in my head when I started the course, well, do you need all 3 of these to do the course? No. And it's a personal choice. But what I will say is I kind of was intrigued by them. I was sort of, they look very interesting. And what's different? Are they really different? Oh, yes, they're very different. They have a different purpose. And they were created differently. It's very different from like the sequel of a movie where you think, oh, I've sat through 15 minutes of what happened in the first one. There is some crossover, but they've got a different purpose for me have a different reason for being. And I love it because it's a bit like, well, I'm going to use a marker to write on a poster board. I'm going to use, let's see, just a regular ink pen to write on a notepad. I might use a gel pen for something else. I may even use a highlighter for something. So these are just different tools that arrive at a different result. And what I like about the organizational part of this is they've got a different reason for being presented. For example, the one in the middle, which I'm going to be using for the next little while, the Angel Prayers Oracle Guidebook and deck. This one talks about having a powerful affirmative prayer with each card. So it becomes like a friend to give you positive affirmations for the day. And then, you know, as we go along, we just create our own language with them. Yeah. So then that happened. Put that away. So this morning, this is what we're going to be working with. I haven't even taken the ribbon off the cards. This is just how I laid them out with my lit candle on the top. So I think we're ready for me to share with you all that. All right, are we ready to go? Yes, of course we are. And I'll get right to it. I like doing this. I like the fact that it's raw, and I like the fact that it is not so much an unboxing, we could call it that. It's not really necessarily a review, what I think of it. I look at it like, well, I bought it, may as well use it, and we'll see what happens. So here they are, got them all ready to go. My little book, because I do think what I like about using a guidebook, which I know a lot of folks don't tend to like looking at reference books. Well, it's necessary because how are you going to learn? And every time I look at a description from the author, in this case it's Kyle Gray, when I look at the description that I've got from what he says the card means, I can often too get, oh yeah, but we can turn it this way, that way. There's an interpretation that is so golden. You know, it's a bit like going into an art gallery. Every single person that looks at a framed piece of art finds something new from the painter, from the artist. There's another layer of an energy that comes from it. It's not my way or the highway or right or wrong. It is just a lovely, lavish interpretation of really life, of getting it. The ego is is what makes it right and what makes it wrong and what makes it good and what makes it bad. That's all kind of twisted in the ego. So I'm going to be quiet now, and I'm going to peel off the tape that's around these cards. I'll peel it off because I tried one time to slide it off and slide it back on. And not to be rude or ratchet, but it's like a condom. You can't use it twice. There you go. It's off. All right. Oh, look at this. Oh, I love it. I just turned it over, and I think I'm just going to go with what's on the bottom. Now, I've got a lovely little note in the Hay House box, which is quite nice, that came with it. This carton has been packed by Renee P. So I don't know, Renee P., you're probably not tuning into this channel, but thank you. And I don't know if they're all put in the same order, so it'll just be interesting. But I turn the bottom over, and here we got balance. So I'm just going to start there. Should I shuffle them through? Probably not. Let's leave that for tomorrow. But what I will say, I'm going to work with this group today. Get the angel card. So I just love all the detail on the back of this color, and this design. This has got the Metatron cube in the middle, and Look, it's just so intricate. There's that Metatron's cube, and then the angel's wings, and then they're right down through the middle, a sword. That's Mr. Archangel Michael removing all the nonsense. Um, I'm going to do this from today, and then tomorrow we're going to work with Keepers of the Light, and I'll talk about that tomorrow. So right now, let's go with balance. I haven't even shuffled these through. I think that would be a little bit of an exercise tonight. So here's the card, balance. Pop it up. And the message just simple. Thank you, angels, for bringing my life into balance. I like that. And we're going to go into here. The guidebook comes with it. And you can get these on hayhouse.com. Or go to Kyle Gray UK, I think it is. He's got a website. There's links on there for how you buy them. Several different places. I did find that doing business in one place, there's that loyalty that goes with it. And there are benefits. So if you're a loyalist of Amazon, you know you're going to be helping lots more people out. You can dedicate your purchases to a charity if you feel so inclined. Let's see. I'm trying to find here we go. Woo. I probably would have to say that these go in order. Yes, they do. They go in order. So the bottom of the card, first one's out balance. And since there's 44 of them, we might go through them one at a time for the next 6 weeks. How's that? Let me know in the comments below whether this is something that we should do, one a day for 44 days, and see what happens. All right, balance. Thank you, angels, for bringing balance into my life. The general meaning. Take time to balance out your life. You're trying to be everywhere at once, and you'll be feeling out of sync because of this. Taking time for yourself is an important step, but also balance out your work schedule and home life. When you slow down and create a schedule, you'll feel as though you have more time. And the expanded interpretation, which I just love the way these just are so simple. The angels know how busy you are and that you like to do as much as you can, really. They are here to guide you to balance out your life because they know how tired... No, really? Oh, because they know how tired and drained you feel trying to complete all the tasks you have set for yourself. It's important to know what balance is and how much you can do without overexerting yourself in any way. You have the ability to balance out your work, home, family, and social life so that you can feel strong, healthy, and empowered. I would say this deck was likely, I don't know if it was the first, I don't know when the first printing of this was. Let's see if we can see it on the back of the box. No, it doesn't say. But this was definitely pre-pandemic. I'm thinking that the energy at the time that these cards, book, guidebook, etc. was conceived, that was happening, possibly. But interesting. So many folks I have either worked with through yoga, worked with through meditation, or even in hair, looking for the balance without actually putting that word out there. I'm looking for balance. Speaking to what they want for sure, and sometimes what they don't want for sure. But where's the balance in it? I mean, if if we're speaking about what we don't want, what we don't want, what we don't want this, don't want that, don't want this, don't want that, then we're in what we don't want if we're talking about what we don't want, right? If we are just going on, oh, so tired, oh, can't, all this to do, then we're not in balance. What we want to get to is, it's an incredible day, and I am so grateful for this. And you sit down to some food, if you were to stop and say something to the effect of, thank you so much for this food and how it's nourishing my body and giving me the fuel that I need to keep going. And then you look down at your donut, just being silly. And there goes that. I have learned that by being grateful for the food that nourishes my physical body, it has made me an awful lot more conscious about what I'm putting in it. And I'm grateful for that lesson, even though it makes me chuckle, because obviously the upside of it is I just can't sneak it anymore. Like, I feel like this relationship I've got with Spirit, the angels, Spirit guides, there's no hiding. You get this reminder that, come on, get back with the program. And I'm having fun with that. So let's get our daily reading. Amy's over there snoring her head off. She was panting at the door to get up here today. I haven't let her in for the last couple of days because she has a tendency to snore. So in the middle of meditation, I'm hoping the microphone doesn't pick it up, but you hear this growling noise, like, oh dear. Anyway, March the 5th, there we go. Let's go with the daily thing. We said we're going to do this every day for a year. What are we going to do in 2022? I don't think we need to worry about that right now. What book are we going to read? A daily diary from somebody, or we just start all over again? Operate from desire, not will. There are times when we need to force ourselves to put one foot in front of the other and do what needs to be done. But when we operate that way for too long, we can be separated from our heart, separated from our desires, instincts, and healthy inclinations, separated from that part of us that lives and loves naturally, separated from joy. After years of grieving the loss of my son, I needed to come back to life. To do that, I had to force myself through the emotions of living, those acts that I knew would create a good life for myself and my daughter. I was operating from sheer will, and that will was struggling hard to overcome the desire to give up. After a time of doing that, though, I noticed that forcing myself forward had come habitual. Somewhere along the journey, I'd forgotten about relaxing, trusting my heart, trusting my desires to carry me through. I became tired of forcing myself, tired of pushing through. I realized something else. It was safe to let go of willing my way through life. I had climbed the mountain. I was over the top. I was coming alive again. I had survived the toughest time. It was okay to relax and trust the guidance and desires of my heart. It was safe to relax and enjoy life again, to celebrate being alive. If you've been operating from will, that was probably what you needed to do at the point in your life. It helped you survive, helped you learn the lessons, get you to the place where you are now, but it no longer fits. Not on a journey of joy. Not on the journey to the heart. Let desire and inclination replace will. Let your heart and soul lead you forward. Then trust that they will, and trust where they lead you. Let living from your heart's desires reconnect you to joy. I like that line. Let living from your heart's desires, let living from your heart's desires reconnect you to joy. Oof. Let living from your heart's desires reconnect you to joy. Well, that's really what we look for. That's it. The desires of the heart is really what we should be following, because the heart is where it all comes from. Oof. And then that goes with hello. I just now noticed that lady has that platinum silver hair that every woman wants. The angel of balance comes from the heart. And we don't listen to it. We don't pay attention to it. Many people don't meditate. All right, now it's time for us to meditate. And meditate on balance. Bring your feet flat to the floor. Take a big breath in, everybody. Let all that go. Begin as we always do, with the palms facing upward, towards the heart, towards the heavens. Then bring your mind and your consciousness first to the soles of your feet. Lift them up, spread them out, press the big toe mounds down into the floor, press the center of both heels down, and work with the outer blades of your left foot, your right foot. Just connect with the physical grounding that your feet have and the relationship that you've got with the love of Mother Earth. And bring your breath into balance and harmony, nothing forced, nothing shallow, just a consciousness that your breath is being sent to the cells of the inside of your body and that the air is freely traveling in and out. Give your body a scan up through your legs, into your base chakra, your underneath your bottom, the really tip of your tailbone. Move up through your genitals, your hips, your pelvis, and your belly. Allow your consciousness to float up into your heart, your ribs, lungs, into your chest. Scan your throat, your mouth, nose, eyes, ears. Bring your consciousness through the top of your head and create that opening. Let's begin with a prayer of protection. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for cutting the ties that bind me and others to people, places, situations, stories, drama, and any unnecessary rubbish that we no longer want or need. And thank you for cutting those ties now. I declare that I am safe and free, and the weight of the world is lifted off my shoulders. So it is, and so shall it be. Place your right hand on your heart, left hand on your belly, or left hand on top of your right hand, you choose. I am the keeper of my mind and my body, wherever love is flowing, fear is a stranger. Love is here, flowing through me. I am the light, I am the joy, I am the happiness. Just connect your mind and your consciousness to that beautiful golden light that's within your heart. Send it upward, up through the crown of your head. Connect it to the source energy, and let's just imagine from way on up in the stratosphere of the universe this wonderful golden light bring your mind and your consciousness to what makes you happy, what makes you grateful, what lifts you up. Allow the swirl of golden light to travel down in through the crown of your head to your heart. And from your heart, send it outward in all directions. You are the connection between the Mother Earth, the ground who loves you, supports you, and removes all of your woes and worries. You're the bridge between the Mother Earth and the Father in heaven. To allow that golden light to create an energy field of protection, of love, of joy, all around you in all directions. Now we'll invite the angels to come to our meditation. Thank you, angels, higher ones, spirit guides, and all energies of the light for reminding us that you're here. It's so good to see you. I'm so happy and grateful for your support. Thank you for showing us and revealing what we need to know. I am open to listen and to receive, and so it is. And following your breath, just imagine that you're sitting around a glorious fire. Allow your consciousness to visualize the fire, the embers that pop and crackle. See yourself looking deep within the flames. Watch as they dance. And lift. Use your powers of clairsentience to bring the smell, the fragrance the charring wood is making. Now imagine around this fire, in a circle, are other spheres of light joining with yours. Allow these energies energies of spirits that are your angels and your spirit guides, allow them, invite them, thank them for joining you together as a collective energy. And even with your eyes closed, your heart chakra is open, your crown chakra is open, you're receiving wisdom. Allow your conscious mind to visualize the downloading of positive, affirmative messages that balance your entire life. Across from the fire of the flames appears your guardian angel. See them directly in front of you. As you breathe in and out, notice that your breath is one in unison with the pulsating breath and vibration of your guardian angel. Allow your mind and your consciousness to move closer and closer Extend your arms and your hands forward. Use the clairvoyant skills of your third eye center to feel the energy of your guardian angel placing the hands upon your forearms. Feel the energy coming into your body. And through the eternal flame of the universe, represented by the bonfire, your guardian angel is energizing you, balancing you. Just continue breathing. Downloading and depositing this positive energy from your guardian angel, which comes from source energy. Imagine your guardian angel stepping back. Keep the energy of their presence with you. When you feel complete, your hands to prayer at heart center. Reconnect with your breath, reconnect with your environment. Keep your eyes closed, just honoring the exchange of energy. Lift your thumb knuckles up to your third eye center. Together we bow and say namaste. That was delightful, and the first time I have used or visualized a bonfire or a fire, the flame, and looking into the flame. And as you do more and more meditation and open your third eye center wider, there's a lifting that occurs, a lightening that occurs, and it's a little for me, I can't speak for you it may be different. There's a lightness and a vibration, and these energies line up. What I enjoy learning in this process this time is that these angelic forces, these vibrations, know exactly when to open and push a little, and then when to back off. So there, you may experience the physicalness, like the human physicalness of frustration, anger, that flash, reactionary type of energy that just this. It tends to come from nowhere. It tends to be a reaction to something, and anything can set it off. Call them triggers if you like. Two things to remember: when you feel it, you know it's coming. It's kind of all gets up around here. It's a good time to sit back, relax, and meditate. That's a bit like pouring something, like putting a blanket over a fire. The breathing settles it down, connects with your central nervous system, and doesn't make it quite as volatile. And you'll know it's coming up. Number two, for me, and I'm sharing it because it might be the same for you, I'm not saying it will. I like the fact that every single person, as they lighten, as their vibration increases, they have similar experiences, but they're also not the same. So I don't want to put too much emphasis on you having the same visualization that I have, because you won't. Yours will be different and they'll be unique just as you are. So all I will say is, as you learn to trust, more of the physical stuff that you have been either bogged down by, bothered by, influenced by, will be falling away, because there isn't balance enough or room enough for this level of light and then this heaviness, because it doesn't, it's a bit like trying to run or sprint, do 100-yard dash with lead boots on. You got to offload the vibrational stuff that stuck and lighten, and in that process it can be a little challenging. So yeah, in the times that you will be flying high and going like, whoa, this is great, remember to balance has to be a catch-up, and a bit of growth and a bit of catch-up. And the catch-up can be, you want it over with, let's get through this, but take your time with it, because you've got time. All right, my friends, thanks so much. Have a great today's Friday. Oh, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.